So we're back on, and we're going into our last little thing that I think would just kind of help you guys expose some weaknesses or build some better foundation for, especially for kayaking and shoveling or anything that's kind of rotational and that you're going to do for long periods of time. And one of the things that we do a lot, especially in CrossFit, is that toes to bar kind of deal, right? Are you good at that?
I'm okay at it.
Yeah, you're a tall guy, right? But that's a hard thing to go for a long period of time. How about you, John?
I think he's better than I am, yeah.
Oh, he's
toes to bar is pretty weak for me.
Wait.
It's the you're not allowed to smile.
Okay, wait, let me try it again. Good. Awkward pause. Now, moving on. So, toes to bar is one of those things that, you know, you give it a big little kip and you get up there. But what happens is if you can't really kip? What happens if you can't swing? What if you can't use momentum? Are you capable of hanging from a bar and picking your legs up and going whoop, holding that position again? Can you do that? Can you?
I don't know.
Can you?
Not that pretty.
I was about to say, the kipping is what makes it doable.
Well, why don't we make it look kayak style? So if this is gymnastic, kayak, can you do that? Right? Yeah. You think you can do that? You want to try it?
Yeah, go for it.
So that toes to bar, hanging fully. Oh, beast. We have a beast, right? So that's kind of our position number one, right? Can you move in that range? Nice. Okay, you're a superstar. Dude, going to the Olympics. Here we go. You want to give it a shot? I will be very impressed if you get this because your legs are long. Dude, beast. Guess what this is too? This is your backflip on skis. So, right? We're killing a bunch of ducks here. So, no problem, right? Eric, tall, supermodel, got it done, right? And no big deal. Now, here's two arms pushing down on this thing. It's very even. There's no, you know, weird rotational stuff going on. But the easiest way to challenge this is, can we say, get your opposite knee onto the opposite elbow. So can you cross? Can you go here? And then down, right? And what does that look like? Once again, is resisting rotation. But instead of working from the top, we're working from the bottom. Let's see what that looks like. Can you go both sides? Yeah, we're gonna be one side that's a little harder than the other. See what that feels like? Yeah, so that side was a little harder. Come on, pick your hips up. Yeah, that gets a little crazy, right? And this is one of those things that sometimes we're missing in our training. But you know what's cool about that? That was hard, right? Yeah. One of the things, they call them windshield wipers or some weird stuff. I don't even know the names. I don't care, right? I just care about how do I replicate movements in the gym. If you're a skier, that's kind of your flat spin, right? It's almost like a off-axis backflip off to the side, and this is how you drill it. And guess what? A lot of my athletes that come in, and I tell them, hey, we're going to work on this trick on the trampoline, which is basically a backflip that goes off to the side but a little flatter. They can't do it because they've never performed this movement. So what do? We take them back to square one, and I'll show you in a second. Eric, do you want to try this one? Give it a shot. Come on. And I'll show you in a second what it looks like on the floor. So there, go across. Yeah, no problem. Beast. That's right. Can you do that again? It's okay if you swing. That's the thing. That's totally legit. So this is interesting. Eric, the first thing he said, hey, I'm swinging, but I can still go. Yep. Yes, guess what? In life, there is small little kipping, and it's all about playing with gravity to help you perform strict feats of strength, right? Does that make sense? So if I'm doing a pull-up, if I'm in Cirque du Soleil and I want to really show just really pure control, that's great. But when I'm doing a strict pull-up at the gym, I'm thinking of moving as fast as I can. Trying not to add the kip. If I move really fast, there's some kind of, rotational stuff that happens. There's some kind of line. And if I can use that to make my movement more efficient and create more finesse, that's great. Does that make sense?
So it's finesse, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait. Good. finesse. This is gonna be a thing. I like it.
Yeah, I like that.
I like it. So this is what's gonna happen now. You're gonna get on the ground. We're gonna make it way easier. Just go ahead and lie down on your back for me. And I'm actually gonna bring a little PVC pipe here for you. I love how you know, John becomes the victim. So hands a little bit closer together. Now you're gonna bring your arms behind your ears a little bit for me, and we're gonna hold a hollow body position. See if you can get into that. So shoulders off the ground. Now, without allowing this bar to move, can you bring your toes to this opposite side of the bar? Can you bring it across? Yeah, what does that look like? Without the bar touching the ground. Yeah, and now come down. And now finish in a hollow body position. Now go to the opposite side. See if you can touch the opposite side of the bar. Can you go across? Yeah, that's crazy, right? And it's one of those things that looks so basic, but just doing this as a warm-up is key. And guess what? This is the reality of you kayaking, is that unless you create the stability on one side or the other, the boat is gonna go where you're gonna go up top. So it's learning how to use the middle to resist the rotation, to be able to apply force the best. And am I saying that this is a specific movement? No. It's just a drill to get you prepped, get your nervous system set, and then see if when you get on the field, you're like, okay, this is how it works kayaking. How would I apply what I learned in the gym?
Okay. Wanna give it a go?
Give it a go.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. It's gonna be messy.
We like messy. We like messy. So you get into that hollow body position, hands a little bit closer together. There. Shoulders off the ground a little bit more. See if you can go without moving the bar. See if you can bring it across. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It doesn't have to go all the way, but see how far you can go. Now, can you keep the bar a little lower? There. Now go for it. See, when I'm holding them, it's a little easier. But if I let go, that's when it becomes a little crazy. Yeah, that's better. These are those little things that, you know, we just don't get exposed to enough. Yes, good, awesome. And you see that just lying down on your back, holding that position, and just having to move your legs like that makes a big difference. So we have 5 things, I believe now, that we just went through. Very simple, but that are gonna make you a little bit more proficient at what you're trying to accomplish. Questions?
Hopefully you can look a little bit better doing
I
think I need some practice.
Well, that's also perspective. This is one of those things that when I first kind of discovered, I'm obsessed a little bit with breakdancers. Right? When I saw breakdancers for the first time, I was like, oh, they have no clue what they're doing. They're not pointing their toes. Their legs aren't straight. It should be like this and that. And then you get to know them. You're like, oh, style, that's how it goes. This is the reason why they do it this way. This is how, you know, it applies to their craft. Right? And then you see CrossFit, right? And people are squatting, people are swinging kettlebells, doing pull-ups, they're kipping pull-ups, butterfly pull-ups, there are all these different versions. And you're just like, what's right, what's wrong? Nothing's right, nothing's wrong, right? It's if what you're doing is working towards a purpose, then you're golden. Can we challenge you through, you know, making your execution look cleaner like a gymnast? Sure. Can I ask you to do, you know, bend your legs more or less? For sure. But it's not about that. It's at the end of the day, it's how do we make you just understand the movement and apply the movement better, period. So I don't care what it looks like. If it doesn't feel right, it's maybe not completely right. Maybe it just feels awkward. But this is not about the style points. This is about how do you learn how to move so you can apply your movement somewhere else and learn to move new ways. Cool?
Awesome.
Guys, let's move on. Mustache.
Solid.